guys, we are headed out to a friend's property. He's got a track out there. I'm going to do some practice and hopefully find some good corners and berms maybe to work on some cornering skills. So that's kind of today's goal in this video, is just work on the fundamentals and get a little bit faster. I've been watching some of my videos obviously for my races and stuff, and the corners are the one thing that seems to slow me down the most. So hopefully today we can get out there and really focus on those base fundamentals and get things kind of smoothed out. I'm excited to try this property out. This is the first time I've been out there. Huge shout out to Colton for inviting me out. I appreciate that. Hopefully this will be something good that I can use and kind of grow my skills a little bit more. All right guys, we just made it out here to Colton's property. Looks not bad at all. This is almost perfect for what I'm looking to do to practice in. It kind of has like a grass track feel. The ground is definitely frozen, so that's going to be a bit of a challenge, but that's okay. That's what we're here for. We're here to practice. It's going to be kind of slick. I've got my gear on. I'm wearing a hoodie again because it is too cold. It's like 32 degrees today. Other than that, I'm letting the bike warm up right now. You can kind of see it looks like an overgrown field. There's lines that are actually mowed like this, so I think this is going to be really good. I'm pretty excited. I'm not trying to catch big air. I'm just trying to work on corners and stuff like that. So hopefully this will go smooth, and you'll get to see all this as it unfolds. So I'm going to probably do a couple little real slow warm-up laps and then start feeling it out. This corner here looks really good to work some speed up on and try it out, and then as do some of them down there. So excited. We're going to give it a go. But this is cool. This is really good. It's tight, and some of them are pretty good little jumps. You got to send it on them. I'll work up to being that comfortable. We'll keep going. Made a few more laps again, trying to get some of this on video so you guys can see it. It's pretty hard. I'm by myself today. If you watch the videos, you know I don't really like riding by myself, so I don't always go very hard when I'm by myself. But either way, just trying to do some basics anyway. Getting out here, trying to put some time on the seat, get comfortable on the bike, especially with this hard packed ground, in the mud and everything else. And really just trying to work on some cornering, you know. And you'll see in the video, I'm like painfully slow, and I mean that's exactly why I'm riding right now. So just to try to get a little more comfortable, a little bit faster, have confidence in the bike is a big thing. That was one of the things in the Marines that they did, is they trained us to have confidence in our weapons and our gear.
you lose a lot of that anxiety going into unfamiliar areas, such as races on places I've never been before, stuff like that, when you're confident with your stuff. So even though it's pretty cold, I'm definitely sweating my ass off, which is good too. Get some good conditioning training with it too. So just been having a good time, really. It reminds me a lot of these races I'm at, not so much because of the jumps, but just because it's kind of like a grass track. But there's still some areas where there's some good berms and cornering to get in some speed and practice a little bit. If you got any pointers that you want to share, feel free. I'm always open to advice, and I like hearing what you guys do, what works for you. So we're gonna keep riding. Hopefully I'll get some more GoPro footage for you, and we'll kind of go from there. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I keep putting these laps down and pushing myself and getting more comfortable. Definitely having a good time with it as well. Working up a sweat, which is good. Like I was saying earlier, getting some of this conditioning training and just getting rid of some of that arm pump. That's one thing I've noticed since adding these Mika bars is I'm not feeling any vibration hardly. I gotta say, not a big fan of the Zetas, man. I like the way they look. They do okay, but they just don't seem to stay and hold up. They constantly rotate here at the clamps. I've had them on different bars where it's completely tight and flush, kind of like this right here. But on these Mika bars, they're a little bit wider, so they don't quite close, even with those fat bar mounts. But they seem to move a lot. I don't know what I should do different to help alleviate that, but it was one thing that happens almost every race. It didn't rotate the mount here, but it did bend the actual handguard. As you can see, it's kind of tweaked compared to this one over here, where it's nice and straight still. And these little guards here seem to break off real easy. That's the first pair I broke off, but my buddy Tom, who ran these for a little while, he actually went through a couple different sets of these guards. So I guess one way to not go through guards is not wreck and not hit stuff as much, but in these hair scrambles, it's pretty hard sometimes. As you can tell, some of the trail is pretty tight, and sometimes you just hit a rut wrong or a root and it deflects you and you wash out. Part of riding dirt bikes, you know, sometimes you wreck. Today's Tuesday. We had a race this past Sunday, which I already uploaded on YouTube, so if you've watched that, I appreciate you watching and following along with this video as well. If you haven't watched it yet, go check it out because it's a pretty good video. I wasn't happy with my results on Sunday, and I know what I need to work on. This next coming Sunday, there's no race, but we are riding. We're going to go out to Chadwick, and I think there's going to be a pretty good group of us. Chadwick's always a good time. I haven't been out there in a while. There for a while, I was going there like every weekend and during the week, which was nice. But I think I'm probably going to start coming here a little more often just to get comfortable and practice. Hopefully the ground to thaw out in a few days, and maybe I can come back out here and ride whenever it's not so slick. We'll see what happens there though, because there's a lot of snow still on the ground, so it's probably going to be wet and muddy for a little while. But overall, the bike's not looking too bad. It's nothing like it was the other day. Sunday's race was, I mean, straight a mud bog. I mean, it was just wild. Yeah, if you saw the video, you already know how muddy it was. So all right, so I just loaded up and just headed out from riding at Colton's. That was a fun little time. He's got that little track there. He's got some single track too. I didn't get to find any of the single track today. Hopefully next time I get to go out there, I'll get to go with somebody that kind of knows the area a little bit. But yeah, it was definitely wicked cool. Had a lot of fun. I think I got some good practice in and, you know, training and stuff like that. So definitely happy that that's available to use for me. I would definitely like to see what else that property has to offer, because I think there's going to be some really good single track that could be really good to benefit me for these races. So that's going to be about it for the video. I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe. So every time you guys subscribe, I see that, and it means a lot to me. So just like those likes, I like seeing the likes on the videos. So I appreciate all you guys' support, and see you out there on the trails.